Hello, a Rosie math teacher coming at you from my fourth period accelerated grade 7 math class. Today working on lesson 5-8. It is a single day lesson, numbers 1 through 8. Get them done. All right, we're talking about, sometimes still talking about proportional ratios. Sometimes we're talking about an equation where we will take the actual or original measurement, multiply it by the scale factor, arrive at our new scaled number. More about that in a moment. For now, item number 1 online today. Refer to this map of Florida. Class, please write as a what I know, W-I-K, 26 miles per 1 label unit. That is your W-I-K value, 26 miles per 1 unit. Then we are going to write underneath W-I-W, what label across from miles? Say it if you know. Miles. What label across from units? Say it if you know. Units. Excellent. I'll just put U for units. Here's their question. The distance on the map between Daytona Beach and Orlando is 2 units. What is the actual distance between Daytona Beach and Orlando? Now notice, class, on the map, Daytona Beach, Orlando. They just explained that it is approximately 2 units long on the map. Obviously smaller than it is in real life. Do you understand how the key on the map is teaching you that for every 1 unit, it is representing how many miles in real life? 26. Now, they're asking you how many miles is a trip that on the map is 2 units. Where do I write the 2? In front of miles or in front of units? Say it, class. Units. Then I will do what step next? Cross, multiply, divide by, lonely number. Raise your hand when you have an amount for me. Yes, ma'am. 52. Excellent job. 52. Please wave if you agree. Excellent. So what will your answer be to item number 1? Now let me warn you. They do say this. They say about blank miles. Guys, do not change your answer of 52. That is absolutely correct. They're using the word about because the scale is about 1 unit per every 26 miles. So that's why they include the word about. Please do not round item number 1. Let's look at item number 2. Same map, same WIK. Let's go ahead and write the what I know ratio, blank miles per blank unit. Raise your hand if you know what everyone should be writing right now. Raise your hand if you can tell me. Okay, go ahead, sir. I'll give you a hint. Thank you. 26 mi per 1 U. Are we understanding how that is always the what I know ratio when working with a map? Equaling, because guys, it needs to be what? Proportional. This time, what across from miles? Still what? Miles across from miles. And still what? Unit across from units. This time, they give us a new set of cities. Tampa and Orlando is 3.5 units apart. So where do I write 3.5? In front of miles or in front of units? Please say it. Units. Please write your 3.5 there now. Now this time I'm not going to allow anyone to say the answer. So you make sure you are writing these things down. If you want to solve it now, you may, and write the answer for yourself. I will cross multiply what 2 numbers? Raise your hand if you don't mind telling me. Yes, ma'am. Excellent. Cross multiply 3.5 by 26. Divide by lonely number 1, which won't change anything. Write your new number in front of miles. In a moment when I set you free, number 2's answer will be exactly what's in that box. Ignore that loudspeaker. Okay. But if you are an orchestra student, please leave my room right now and go have your picture made. Okay. Do you need to go?
Okay.
Okay, go quickly wherever.
Cancel that. I'm sorry, cancel that.
Okay, cancel that. Never mind. They interrupted us for no reason at all. Okay, cancel. We're good. Question 3. A photo is being resized to sell at a gallery. Guys, finally, the whole purpose of today's lesson is to take a scaled number that you get when you take an original amount and you either multiply by a scale factor that is less than 1 or you multiply by a scale factor that is greater than 1. Let's see what's happening here. The original photo is 4 inches by 6 inches. Guys, go ahead and quickly draw yourself a rectangle and label that rectangle to represent this original photo. What will I write for the shorter length? Will that be the 4 inches or will that be the 6 inches? Say it. 4. Please label the shorter distance, in this case the height, 4 inches. And then the length will be what? 6 inches. That is the original photo. Using the dimensions of 2.5 inches by 3.75 inches, find the scale factor. Don't worry, I'm here to help you with this. But before we find it, first ask yourself, is that describing a rectangle that is smaller or a rectangle that is larger? Say it, please. Smaller. So please draw an arrow to help you realize you are going down to a smaller rectangle and draw yourself a smaller rectangle. What am I now labeling the height of my smaller rectangle? Say it if you know.
2.5.
It is 2.5 what? Inches. Thank goodness they kept it the same unit of measurement, at least on this item. And then what is my longer measurement going to be?
3.75.
Excellent. 3.75 inches. Please write that now. Guys, when you sketch a scene of what's going on, it really helps your brain to understand it better. Now, I want you to write a rule you are going to need to use for all of the scale factor questions today. Are you ready? Please write the following. It's words. You got this. Actual or OG. What do you think OG stands for? Original number. The actual number, or the OG, gets multiplied by the scale factor. We will end up writing SF later on. Actual or OG times scale factor will always equal your new scaled number. Your new scaled number. So in this particular situation, they're asking you to find the what? The scale factor. So which amount is it that we do not know? The scale factor. So underneath your equation that you've written out here, please draw an arrow under scale factor and make a box for the amount you do not yet know. Put a multiply symbol in front of your box. Now, if we need to fill in an actual number and its related new scaled number, can we take, well, let's go ahead and ask you this. Which number from my original rectangle would you like me to use? Raise your hand if you have a preference. You're either going to say 4 or 6. Go, sir.
6.
Okay, so we are going to use the what measurement? The length measurement, the 6 inches. So guys, is this from my original number or is this from my new scaled number? Which is it, class? Original number. Draw an arrow under actual or original and write what number? Everybody tell me, write what number? 6. Do we understand so far where we have gotten these amounts? Please fill this in on your paper. Equaling. Now, when I look for my new scaled number, Do I just pick either one that I feel like this time? No. Earlier I grabbed the 6. Is that the larger or the smaller number? The larger. So on my new scaled number, am I going to take the smaller number 2.5 or will I take the larger number 3.75? Class, which is it? Wave if you said 3.75. You are absolutely correct. Why did I have to take 3.75? Because it was also the what number of the two? The bigger number of the two. Thank you so much. So under new scaled number, please write what amount? 3.75. Now ask yourself this. If I am missing a factor, how do I find that missing factor? I grab my product and I divide by 6 to get my missing factor. We're not writing this down. I'm not letting you say it out loud, but wouldn't it be smart of you to do this right now? The product 3.75 divided by the factor of 6 will equal the factor that we do not yet know and that you are not saying out loud, but should you write it down for your answer later? Yes. And what will this be? This will be the missing scale factor. Now let me point something out. Did our size go from a large item to a smaller item? Or did it go from smaller to larger? It went what? Larger to smaller. So your scale factor, therefore, let's talk about this. Is it that it has to be times something less than 1 or times something more than 1? It has to be less than 1. So do I hope that it began with 0 decimal point, digit, digit, digit?
Yes.
Am I correct? That is what you got?
Yes.
You are correct. How do you know? You want to be sure that if you went from larger to smaller, that your scale factor turns out to be something less than 1. If you're going from smaller to larger, you want to be sure that your scale factor ends up being what then 1? Greater than 1. Great job. Guys, let's go straight to item number 4. I need to teach you using item number 4 what to do. It's the same picture, so start with your same rectangle again. Your beginning amount is 4 inches by 6 inches. And your second amount, it's going to a rectangle that has the dimensions of 3.5 feet by 5.25 feet. This time, are we drawing a rectangle that gets smaller or a rectangle that gets bigger? Well, it's going to be bigger because it's feet, y'all. And 6 inches and 4 inches weren't even 1 foot. So we know it's getting bigger. So just draw something that's a little bigger to represent bigger. And this time, what is my height? It is 3.5 feet. What is my length? It is 5.25 feet. And once again, they are asking, what is the SF, or the scale factor? Class, please set yourself up for success on this item number 4. Please begin by writing what equation. I want labels. What's the first number in our equation every time? It is either the actual number or the what? OG. So write the label actual or OG. When it gets multiplied by the what? Scale factor, it will always reveal the what? The new scaled number. Guys, important to remember, I heard someone accidentally say new scale factor. The scale factor has to be a factor. Remember that factors are numbers being multiplied, right? So your new scaled number is always going to be your what? What's the answer to a multiplication? Product. It's always going to be your new scaled number or your product. All right, so in this particular situation, they're asking for the scale factor, but guess what? We cannot use these numbers. What is the reason that we can't use the exact numbers we're given right away? We have to first change them into what? Say it.
The same measurement.
Same measurement. I would like us, please, to change the feet into what? Inches. So, underneath a what I know ratio, on your page, please write a what I know ratio. What kind of ratio do I need to write if I'm converting inches into feet? I need to show the relationship between what? Inches and feet. So I'm going to put blank inches per 1 foot. How many inches per 1 foot? Say it. 12. Correct. Equaling the what I want to find, inches per feet. Now guys, again, am I going to use all 4 measurements, yes or no? No. Once I pick which number of feet I would rather use, won't I also pick the coordinating number of inches? Yes. Let me just guide you here. Which number of feet will be easier to work with? 3.5 or 5.25? Say it. 3.5, just because it is shorter. Yes, you may start walking. 3.5. So in place of what? Inches or feet? I will write 3.5 in front of feet. I will then what? Cross multiply, divide by lonely number 1, and I will get new number of inches. Again, I'm not giving you this amount. So my students need to be doing the work here on your own. I will not write this in. You do the math right now so that you may see what your new number of inches shall be. Have you written it down? Okay? Once you have written it down, where will you write it in place of something? You will write it in place of 3.5 feet. We were only converting the 3.5 feet into the appropriate number of inches. So in place of 3.5 feet, please write your new number of inches. Again, I'm not sharing that amount. I don't want to give lazy people free answers. We want to work toward it. So make sure you've written that down. I'm giving you time to write it down in place of 3.5 feet. Are you with me? Thumbs up if you're with me.
Teachers and
Okay, that is
students,
the majority of you.
interruption.
One more
At
announcement.
this time, we need the guidance helpers, that's the ones that work for Mrs. Futrell, feathers for Futrell, the PE assistants, and the drama club members. So that's the guidance with Ms. Futrell, PE assistants, and drama club to go to the gym.
Okay, last thing before we head to lunch. Now take your original amount. Which one matches with the 3.5 feet? 4 inches. So under actual, you write 4 times, hold on, times unknown scale factor equals, did you write your new scaled number in inches? So later when you come back, what will you divide those inches by? By 4 in order to get your what? Scaled factor. If you were not here, make sure you follow this online.